Hey, I'm out here at Bonham State Park, up in Fannin County, just kind of east of Grayson County, and I have had the weirdest experience at a state park so far. I pulled in, there's nobody in the guard shack at the front, which is insanely abnormal. I've never experienced that at a state park before, so I kind of waited for a minute, and then I was like, whatever, I'll just keep going. So I drive into the park. It's a ghost town. There's nobody here. But that's not too terribly weird, I guess, because it's been rainy for the past few days and it's super cold outside. So I guess that's kind of understandable, but I'm out here for hike number 4 of the 52 hike challenge. So I decided to just go ahead and move forward and do it. It's January 1st, so new year, new me. I'm gonna get my shoes changed, put on some stuff that's a little bit warmer because it is super cold outside, even though it's like 40 degrees, which is warmer than it was for hike number 1. It's uncomfortable. So I've got to redesign some of my stuff. I brought my fanny pack today instead of my pack, but I think I'm gonna swap out and do the pack instead. So I'll be back with more information. All right, after 1 mile of walking around to all the different campsites to take videos of those, I'm finally headed into the first trail. It's called the Boy to Ark Trail. Here it's, I've been out here for just a little bit. Literally just started my hike, but spent a mile walking around the park, just looking at everything. Okay. On this trail so far, I'm the only one that I've seen. There was a family that I saw earlier though that was parked right where I parked, so I could assume that they are also on this trail. I'm at a multi-fork now. This way I just came in. We've got option A, B, or C. I'm gonna go C because why not? I also hear a voice now. But my assumption is that the family is the only people on the trail at the moment with me. Yeah, I hear the kids. Yeah, so they're out here. That's happening. Yeah, so should be a pretty safe day, safe trail, very remote. So I'm not worried about it. Just in case, handy dandy mace and whistle. Someone asked me on my last video where I got a pack with a whistle on it. I'll do a video sometime about all the packs that I have and where I got them and their features and whatnot. So stay tuned for that another time, another day. All right, so the topic of today's hike, goals. It is January 1st, 2021, as I have mentioned, and I have goals. Goal number 1, 52 hikes in 2021, but finished before Christmas because I did start on Christmas Eve. So that's goal number 1, 52 hikes. Goal number 2, it's bucket list. It's not a 2021 goal, but it's a bucket list goal to reach all the Texas state parks. There are somewhere around 90 or less in that frame. In 2020, I started in June, I hit 16 parks. So today, being January 1st, I am accomplishing 2 pieces of my goals. 1, I'm adding hike number 4 to my 52 hikes. And 2, I am visiting a new state park for the first time. And I learned a lot of really cool stuff so far. So that's pretty neat to reach the goals. So I hope you have some similar goals if you're watching this video. If not, I hope you are able to accomplish your goals, whatever they may be. And I hope that you're able to just set goals for yourself. I don't know if you can see those water droplets, but it indeed is sprinkling. Oh, you can see them on the hat too. Yeah, it's sprinkling. It's whatever. I'm here. I'm doing it, rain or shine. Some of my closer hiking friends know that I'm not a fair weather hiker. I'm an all-weather hiker, except for snow and ice. I won't do that. But if it's 110 degrees outside, we're hiking. We're just going a little earlier in the morning, but not too early because your girl likes her sleep. If it's raining, as long as I'm not damaging the trail, I'm gonna go hiking. For today, it's cold and it's raining. I didn't bring rain gear, but it's fine. I don't feel like I need it yet. As long as my feet are dry and warm, I think I am a happy, happy camper. I'm still going. Snack time. It's a little cold. I have switched trails from the opposite side of the lake to around the lake, so I think I'm on a like view trail or something like that. But I wanted to come in and say that in 2021, what I would like to see out of society is not giving unsolicited advice to people, both in the hiking community and just in general in life. The other thing that I would like to see is just the internet be nicer. I did have kind of a nasty comment on one of my posts on my last hike number 3, and all I responded with, just tripped there a little bit. All I responded with was hike your own hike. So if you don't like what I'm doing, that's fine, because you're not doing it, I am. So do what you do, but don't hate on what I do. Now if there's something that you want to see and I can do it, let me know. I'll see if I can do it, if I can answer the question, all that would have you. Otherwise, hike your own hike and be nice. And that's about what I got to say for today. And I will say that it wasn't a comment about the nature sounds, so it was a different one. Okay, so after 2.5 miles, creeping around all their campsites and all their group areas, which they have since all locked up to where you can't drive through there anymore, I'm gonna call this one done, because it's now actually like raining and not just misty wet. So I don't really want a cold, uncomfortable 1.5-hour drive back home being super damp. And I've hit all but 2 of the trails in which they already have told me that they are extremely slippery right now because of the rain. They're mostly mud, whereas the other ones were limestone. So with the mud, they said it's got some elevation changes and it's just very slippery. So I think I'm gonna call this one. It's gonna come in at just under, or just over 2.5 miles. So that's it for hike number 4. Hope everybody has almost died. Has a good new year. Alright, so that concludes hike number 4, 52 hike challenge. Clocked in 2.75 miles, which isn't great, but it is like full on raining now, so I think I cut it at the perfect time. My little fingers are red, my nose is red. It's 38 degrees outside, so I'm gonna hit the road, get home. It's gonna be about 1.5 hours. But I did want to share one last really funny thing. Whenever I checked in, when I got here at headquarters, the park ranger had asked me to stop in at the end and let him know what I hiked. And I did so. He asked me how far I went and what my name was, so I told him. And he goes, "Oh, hey, thanks for answering that question on Facebook for me. I can't always get to the questions very quickly." And what it was is a lady had asked yesterday if the trails were open today because it's been raining and it's really normal for trails to close, and he hadn't answered, and the question had been up for 23 hours. So when I pulled in and the sign said trails closed, I was like, oh man, the trails are closed, like that kind of sucks. So I answered the lady's question, But then when I came in and I spoke to him, he said, oh no, the trails are open, just not to bikers. I went back on it and I was like, oh hey, never mind, they said the trails are open. And so he probably sarcastically thanked me for answering the question for him, but I just thought it was really funny. Just try to share what I know to the people of the world. So that's that. I'll see y'all on hike number 5.